A very exciting moment for this particular city, also because it's the 100-year anniversary from the 1908 DNC. Now, how did Denver win this fabulous convention? Well, it took a lot of work, a committee of people, but there's one pivotal local man who had everything to do with bringing that DNC to our hometown. Take a look.
Denver is the doorway to the West.
Meet the man who sold Denver. Attorney Steve Farber sold his hometown so well to the Democratic Party that they chose our gorgeous city to host the 2008 DNC. The key selling point, the 100-year anniversary of the 1908 convention.
When we ended up being one of the 3 finalists, we had a breakfast on the stage at the L.A. Calkins Opera House. That is the very spot that housed the convention in 1908.
Farber says that Denver was ready for the political spotlight.
The other thing is Denver was ready. We have a new art museum, we have a new convention center, we have the hotel rooms that we didn't have in 2000, 2004. And so we were prepared to showcase this city.
So where was he when he got the great news?
Right across the street of the Brown Palace. I was having breakfast, and I got a phone call from my secretary and said, "We got it." And I said, "We got what?" And she said, "The convention, they've selected Denver." And it was a very important moment because we had worked so hard.
He's not kidding. Getting the DNC here took money, public, private, whatever. These conventions require cash, and Steve Farber has raised millions. I asked him how he does it.
It's not easy asking people for money, but it makes it easier because the cause is so important.
The tougher question for him to answer is, how much did he raise for the DNC?
Well, we've raised a lot of money for this convention, or are you talking about overall in my life?
Farber tells me that they had set a budget of $50 million and that they would achieve that number. Many locals took note when Farber fell ill a few years back and required an immediate kidney transplant in order to live. It turned out his son was a perfect match and gave his father one of his kidneys.
I'm doing fine, thank you for asking, and I feel great. I'm doing everything physically that I did before, so I don't see much change in my life, and I'm still working very hard. You know, when you're faced with a life and death situation, it kind of changes how you look at a lot of things, and you know, I'm very fortunate to have a son who was there, and not only was a great match kidney-wise, but was loving and caring enough to, sacrifice, giving me a kidney.
His renewed zest for life is matched by his excitement about the DNC.
Number one, it's going to be the most historic convention in the history of this country to date, because Barack Obama is going to be the candidate and the nominee for President of the United States. How far we've come in this country.
Republican or Democrat, Farber says that the DNC is history that we should all be sharing in.
People have said to me, I want to go hear Barack Obama speak. Republicans, Democrats, Independents alike, because they want to be part of history. And here we are in our own backyard being part of that history.
Experiencing history indeed. A lot of people here wondering about how the DNC was going to affect their daily lives getting around. Well, Steve Farber says for just a couple of days, maybe set your regular schedule aside and come down and participate in this historic event.